Hi everyone. In this video I'll tell you how we give general anesthesia to the patients and what all we do and what drugs we give to achieve general anesthesia. My name is Dr. Nitin and you are watching my channel Dr. Nitin Anesthesia. So before starting this video, if you have not subscribed to my channel, then subscribe Dr. Nitin Anesthesia as it motivates me to make more videos, and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's begin this video. So do you know why people need general anesthesia? People need general anesthesia to undergo complex surgical procedures without experiencing pain, distress or involuntary movements that could complicate the surgery. General anesthesia induces a state of unconsciousness in which the patient does not feel any pain, and it also causes amnesia in which the patient does not remember any event. All these things make the surgery easy and feasible. Before taking the patient to surgery, we do a thorough physical examination, which is also known as PAC or Pre-Anaesthetic Checkup. In PAC, we assess patient fitness for surgery and anesthesia to minimize risk and tailor pain. It involves history taking of the patient, physical examination, investigations like complete blood count, kidney function test, serum electrolytes, electrocardiogram and chest x-ray are ordered, and optimization of conditions like diabetes and hypertension is done. If the patient is fit after the PAC, we give pre-op orders. It includes fasting or Nil Per Oral orders. It means nothing by mouth. It helps restricting food and fluid before surgery to prevent aspiration under anesthesia. Clear fluids can be taken 2 hours before surgery. Breast milk 4 hours before surgery. Light meals 6 hours before surgery, and fatty meals 8 hours before surgery. Medications like antiaspirants and anxiolytics are also advised in the pre-op orders. Now this was all about pre-op part. Now let's go to intra-op part that you all have been waiting for. On the day of surgery, we do a quick review of PAC and a short examination of the patient before taking the patient inside the OT. We take all the consents necessary for surgery and anesthesia and shift the patient in. Now on the OT table, we attach ASA2 monitors, namely electrocardiogram, capnography, saturation probe, non-invasive blood pressure and temperature, and we secure an IV cannula for induction of the patient. Now our patient is all ready for anesthesia. First, we pre-oxygenate the patient. Pre-oxygenation helps replacing nitrogen in the lungs with oxygen, creating a large reservoir in the functional residual capacity. This increases safe apnea time from 30 seconds to 3 to 8 minutes, delaying desaturation during intubation attempts. Now the first drug that we give on the OT table are the anxiolytics. Example, injection midazolam. Injection midazolam can also be given in the pre-op area also. It reduces the anxiety that the patient is having because of the fear of surgery. Now the next drug is injection fentanyl, which is an analgesic. It helps reducing the pain during the surgery. Now to induce the patient, we need an anesthetic agent. Here we'll use propofol. Actually what propofol does, when we inject propofol, it causes pain at the site of injection. So what we do, we inject injection lidocaine to numb that area so that the patient does not feel pain because of propofol. Now we give propofol. Propofol is a fast acting agent that makes the patient go into apnea very fast, within seconds. It takes around 10 seconds to make the patient go into apnea. Now the anesthesiologist support the breath with the help of a Bagen mask or Bain circuit, which is also known as check ventilation, so that we can give our next drug, that is a neuromuscular blocker. If we do not check ventilate the patient may land up in apnea and the result could be disastrous. The neuromuscular blocker we are using here is vecuronium. It is an intermediate acting neuromuscular blocker. It takes around 3 minutes for its onset of action and its duration is 20 to 40 minutes. So we ventilate the patient till 3 minutes and we take the intubation attempt after 3 minutes. Now you can see we are intubating the patient. When the tube is in the trachea, we bilateral auscultate the patient, because if the tube is too much in, it could only ventilate one lung. We need bilateral ventilation. After securing the tube, we put the patient on anesthesia machine and start inhalational agents and give the patient to the surgeons to proceed with the surgery. The maintenance of anesthesia during surgery is by inhalational agents. After the surgery is complete, we give reversal agents like neostigmine, which reverses the effects of neuromuscular blocker. It is given along with glycopyrrolate to counteract the parasympathetic effects of neostigmine. When the patient is fully reversed, we extubate the patient and shift it to the recovery room. So that was all about general anesthesia in brief. If you have liked this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel Dr. Nil Per Anesthesia. Thank you for watching.